I start with an idea, but the idea while I'm making the forms go together and the color relate to each other, the idea is not there anymore. And then it gets to a point that I'm just having a conversation with paint, forms, colors.
Artist Mehri Yazdani had never initially considered art as a profession. It was simply a part of her life, shaped by growing up in a family of talented artists.
It was part of my life, like breathing, like eating, because of my artistic background with my family. But when I was studying my studies at UCLA, I had a professor who understood that I could do art.
It would be her literature professor that encouraged her to take art more seriously.
She expressed that she also does art. She encouraged me to do it because I was working hard on my exams. She said, you should do some art to relax. And I thought, who could relax at this time?
Mehri began painting on weekends and taking night classes with an art professor while working to complete her master's degree in literature. After graduating from UCLA, Mehri struggled to find an advisor to pursue her doctorate in literature. That delay became an opportunity to apply to the prestigious Academy of Fine Arts in Pennsylvania, one of the nation's oldest art institutions, where she was accepted.
They accepted me, and I went there. In my mind, I said, okay, I go there for 1 year, and then I continue my education, my academic education. But in that year, the professors at the academy liked my work so much. They exhibited all those works, the paintings that I had painted prior to going to the academy, that encouraged me. And they gave me a studio, and they said, you can work here, and if you want to draw, you can go to the studios and draw from live models and do anything you want. So then that was the time I decided this is a better life for me in terms of the experiences I had, the expression of my soul that people were sharing with me. And they could communicate with that. So that encouraged me to become a professional artist. And so from then on, I have been painting for the last 36 years or longer, I don't know, maybe. Usually when I see a scene or a piece of art or whatever visually I see, when I'm affected by it, I take it in. It becomes an obsession. That how do I translate that? How do I interpret that?
Honoring her Persian heritage, from childhood, Mehri Yazdani often visited many of Iran's historical sites and studied others in Greece and Egypt. There she could see many ancient works, their surfaces worn and peeled with age. She began blending these influences into her own work, creating art that not only honored the past, but also reflected how history, though worn and faded, continues to shape the present.
So I was influenced by that, and I started creating these images. But one thing that brought me to that, choosing that part of the history, was that the texture that was very important for me. As a child, I would see these paintings in Iran that they were old, like 16th century, 13th century, and then they had this texture on them. Texture shows the effect of time on things, that time doesn't really destroy. Whatever is destroyed, it gives a new life. It's similar to painting, like when you start painting a new life.
From her extensive collections, Mehri's art has gained acclaim from collectors around the world, with exhibitions in Greece, Germany, and across the U.S. She continues to uncover new depths to her expression and life experiences while finding new conversations to have on canvas.
There's a need, I think. It's more than that. I expect a lot from myself to be a better artist, to be more truthful with my art, and to find truth in my art. And hopefully other people would find it too.